Hi Ashwin, I'm Steve Vyse. Nice to meet you.
I'm Caneshia Voisey, and welcome to In the Know podcast. So today we have Ashwin, who's come all the way from Detroit, mainly for London Fashion Week. You going back today or tomorrow?
I'm going to be flying back tomorrow at 11:45 a.m.
Oh, wow. So you're only here for a day or two and you're already planning your journey back?
Well, no, I came, I think, last Wednesday.
Okay. How do you find the time zone difference?
It's a little rough, you know. UK's 5 hours ahead, so I had to wake up around 3 a.m. my time. But I'm trying to get used to it, but I don't have enough time to get used to it.
Well, by the time you get used to it, you're already travelling back
Exactly,
tomorrow.
yeah.
So, yeah.
How have you found Fashion Week? What was your favourite show?
Can't remember the name. Well, I liked the last 2 days. Surprisingly, a lot of gothic horror, which I like.
Yeah.
I like seeing things that are out of the ordinary because that's the whole point of art. Art is about creating a hyper reality. We already exist in reality. You might as well do something that we can't
Out
do.
of it, yeah.
Was there any favourite designs that you saw yesterday at one of the shows?
Yeah, I like the guy with the sword.
Yeah.
I like him.
Oh, Hector,
Yeah.
It was a great show. It's very medieval, wasn't it? And I think there was like elements of Tim Burton in there.
Yeah.
I like, which was really cool.
What drew you into music, and when did you realise that's something you wanted to pursue seriously?
Okay, so what drew me into music? I have a long answer for that. So I was drawn to creative things just by my very nature, and when that happened, I was born that way.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to. I started with the idea of I want to be a film director. Before I wanted to do music. I'll get to that later. But anyways, so what I realized about film is it's often the score that creates the emotion.
Yeah.
So that was the first seed, and then I heard Eminem, "Lose Yourself," and because you had to remember what was going on at the time when I was growing up, it was, no offense, bubblegum pop.
Yeah.
There was no storytelling, and that's what I like about movies. There's story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I heard Eminem, "Lose Yourself." Like there's some grittiness to it. There's a story that I can relate to. I can relate to the idea that life isn't always pretty.
And that's kind of what you wanted to then kind of put into your music, and what you wanted to make out of your life is to tell stories.
Yes, that's right. And then I realized with music, you can kind of do this independently. Obviously, if I want to create a sci-fi opera when I'm 12, it might be a little hard.
Yeah.
Especially in the suburbs of Middle America. Not an easy task. So then I taught myself how to make music. I would say my number one talent is I can learn anything if I put my mind to it. So I'm not a born musician. I actually failed band class in 5th grade. So it's very ironic that I'm doing it now.
Is there anyone else that inspired you to sort of get into music?
I would say Eminem opened up my ears to hip-hop.
Yeah.
But it's really Dr. Dre.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because I feel like he made hip-hop a little more cinematic, especially with 2001.
Yeah.
And the way he executed it's perfect. I would say it sounds perfect.
Yeah.
I hate to use the word elevated because that's very subjective, but I do think he made a perfect album, and it was very cinematic. So then I realized I can combine my two interests.
Yeah.
Which is cinema, music, and that's kind of what inspired me to keep going further.
And it's quite unique as well compared to like what other artists have out there. So that kind of thing draws more people in. One of your new albums, Twilight Tales, that's recently come out. Have you got anything to tell us about what inspired you to make that, and what listeners can expect to hear, or what comes to your album?
So yeah, Twilight Tales, it just came out. However, that was actually the first project I made in my career. So I started this recording artist path 5 years ago.
Okay.
I started producing music 15 years ago, but Twilight Tales was the first project I worked on. Due to complications, I was not able to put it out, but now I'm glad to finally have the opportunity to share it with the world.
Yeah.
Because it was a very ambitious idea I had in my head. How do you combine gothic horror, fantasy, hip-hop, a little bit of 80s horror into one cohesive package? It's not as...
There's a few artists that do that, though, which I think is pretty cool. Like Michael Jackson did it.
Yes, he
obviously,
did.
And also Lady Gaga now. She does a whole witchy vibe,
Yeah.
doesn't she, which is really cool. So I think that's really cool that you're doing that. I think it's amazing. And didn't one of your singles like get millions of views or something on over my
I think a few of them.
Yeah.
I think a few of them have on
How
YouTube.
did you feel when you saw the amount of people looking at your work?
Not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I wouldn't put it out if I didn't think it was.
Did you have any
something-
doubts in the process before you kind of decided to like just go and get it out there?
No.
No.
Did you expect to
best
get
way.
that amount of people view it? Like that's incredible, especially for someone that's up and coming. You know.
But as I said, I've been doing this longer
Yeah.
than you would. Than it looks, because that's the whole thing with every new artist, right? There's a whole backstory to how they got to that point.
Well, a lot of music I've noticed kind of sound the same as well, and yours is quite different and unique, and it kind of combines like a different kind of genres together. I think that works really well for a lot of people who, especially if they're just starting to listen to music or kind of going through their day. I think they can really, like you said, it's stories and music, so people like to listen to that.
So is there a song of yours that you like the most? Like out of all the songs you've done, is the one that you're most proud of?
Yeah, there are songs that I'm the most proud of, but they're not out yet. So
Okay.
they're sitting in the hard drive.
Okay.
So, if you like Twilight Tales, and Twilight Tales is pretty great if I do say so myself, that's only 30% of what I can do.
Really?
There's still 70% left.
So listeners have a lot to look forward to.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
future.
yeah. I only just started. And as I said, this was my first project that
Yeah.
I made. And there's a lot more.
Yep.
So thank you so much for being on our show. I really appreciate it. And yeah.
Before we go there, is there anything that you want to give the listeners, like any advice or tips, or anyone who wants to get into producing or music, before you leave us?
Yeah, I think the number one thing I learned on my journey, and this is how I got millions of views, as you said, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to try to put you in a box. And my advice is to stick to your instincts, because who's going to know you better than yourself? I mean, it's really common sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to meet people and they met you 5 minutes ago and they're going to tell you what to do. But how can they know more than you? I mean, you're you.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Well, if someone tells you you can't do it, you just need to go out and prove to them that actually you can.
Yeah.
You know?
That just makes me want to do it more.
Exactly. No. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We really
thank you.
appreciate it,
Yeah, of
especially travelling this far, still being awake and be able to interview with us. So, yeah, it's really nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah, well, nice meeting you and having this discussion with you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Of course.